What does an average day in your field look like?
So there is no average day in my project so far. I can get up and be at a school in the morning doing an outreach assembly, and then go into talks with the military, to doing live BBC radio interviews or even TV interviews, to briefing counsellors. So every single day is completely different. We are on site most days, which is really exciting because we're actually watching the spaceport now being built. So yeah, every day is completely different. That's why I love it.
Because I've been leading the sort of health protection response to COVID. So I've had to spend a lot of time talking to other people across Cornwall, including fire and rescue, and lots of other people within the NHS and lots of other people within the council, in order to make sure that we've got a really good COVID response, which helps keep our population as safe as they can be whilst we've been going through the pandemic. But essentially, my job as Assistant Director of Public Health is to make sure that we've got all of our public health work. So that can include things like commissioning of drug and alcohol programs, commissioning of sexual health programs, communicating public health messaging with the general public, supporting young children to have the best start in life from a public health perspective, as well as all the health protection. So it's a really, really wide remit, and my job is to oversee everything that we do and to make sure that it's done to a really high level and that we aren't missing out any groups of our population.
Right, so what do I do? Usually, well, unless I'm rudely awakened in the middle of the night to tell me that there's a fire or an incident going on, I usually have my first kind of conversations with my immediate team about 7:30 in the morning to find out how everyone's got on overnight. And then it all starts. So we have a briefing, so a kind of a briefing about if there's anything that's happening that we need to be aware of, so that our fire crews can be aware of any risks. And we have a team briefing quite early on, and they're all of the main officers that are on duty for the next kind of 24-hour period. Then I usually have meetings very similar to Ruth. Sometimes they're local in the service, sometimes they're with council colleagues, and sometimes because I've got a national role as well, so I do work on equality and inclusion for the national chiefs. So I do that on behalf of all of the 42 other chiefs. So we try to ensure that we're working the best as we can to improve diversity, and also to make sure that we're going in the right direction and our culture is as good as it can be.
I've been out spreading seeds on the verges of St Blaise for the Jubilee, painting bus shelters, planting trees, dealing with residents' issues, being involved in the citizenship ceremonies. So there is no normal day for me. I don't feel that any day is the same, which is lovely, and I love the variety of it. So, a specific day, no, I don't think there is such a thing in this job.